Is this part of the show? Mr. Lenny, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon. Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Kaeya, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Kaeya in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not and there are many indications that it...
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Lenny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Oh my god, Farina, chill!
That whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
That can't be right! How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time! Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances! He couldn't possibly mean catching himself!
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Lenny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well, I think it might be a little early to talk about formally press...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing. That's right. I mean you, Traveler. You'll support Lenny. But with Lenny's help, our little duel, so no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such...
It wasn't a draw!
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is... Well, Traveler, seems Lady Farina, are you willing to act as Mr. Lenny's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. But Lenny and his troupe are all potential suspects, and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly...
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
With the trial of Lenny and Lynette on the way, Jake decides to leave to abandon the Fontaine in its hour of need. For a wish shall be made that shall change fate itself. It
Oh my god. Holy shit. 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 Oh my god. Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy, holy, holy. He's here. Pookie is home. Okay.
As nice as a goal complete is, does this story end now that the chapter is over? Is there anything more to be done? Is this where it all ends? Yet somehow, I can still remember how it all began.
It's time.
This is my friend Jake, and your first question is probably, why am I narrating such a video? Well, simply put, it's because I'm better. Okay, allow me to explain myself. You see, my friend Jake recently got in to the video game Genshin Impact because I needed an apple. And so I told Jake, hey, download Genshin Impact. And so we did. And then he chose the American server. I am in Australia. I play Asia. Where's my goddamn apple, Jake? Where's my apple? Where is my apple? Even though I am without the apple, Jake continues his journey ascending Diluc. But none of that's finale worthy. None of it, I tell you. None of it. However, there's a story left to be told after the tides of justice have unfolded. Still, something special remains, because this time you grab a blanket and you allow the bedtime story to commence.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no, we're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vermara Village.
Ah, so you hear about that, then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you're really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, we just don't know the specific. At least that's what everyone in the village.
All right.
Young guy, in his early 20s probably.
We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky, or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
I was actually adopted by the people of Vamara Village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden. Really? You know exactly how I feel?
Who put him in the tree?
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up. If you hadn't been here, I'm not sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vamara Village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Maybe the Abyss Order really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vamara Village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers. Wait a second. That person... It's Dainsleif!
Literally, take this.
Ah, it's you two.
Dainsleif!
Oh, a friend of yours?
I don't like. Oh my god!
Well, I'll leave you all too. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. See you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
Oh my god. Come here, Twitch. I need you.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
Ah, so you're here to investigate the Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just now.
Clip time.
Naturally. Well, are you not here for the same purpose? No matter. It may have taken you a while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilly churl activity.
Right! That mysterious voice she heard in her brother's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened. There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin, my older brother.
Your brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Khaenri'ah. The wise, Roptatyr. The visionary, Vedrfolnir. Gold, Rhine-daughter. The foul, Surtalogi. And Rehir of Solnari, Rerir. No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names. One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhine-daughter is the one who created Albedo. Surtalogi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss...
They were once people of great esteem in Khaenri'ah. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. The 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed. Of course. As I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Docile and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and
Guys,
found
wait a
some...
minute. Sorry.
There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then, what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern is to determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce the Abyss Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission.
Get some water.
Could you describe them to me?
Oh,
Yeah, and
young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories of him.
Maybe?
No, it wasn't a dream.
And if
They're
you can, get me
memories.
another one of those, like, really
Memories
small
that
cakes.
suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke
You know,
up.
those ones that we used to
And I'm
get.
certain I've never met this person before.
Those
I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
What?
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him. Could they? But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order,
Well, it's sort of true.
that their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet. However, considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it? Out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
The fuck? What's up?
Dodge this! Verdict is...
That's the verdict.
Cool it! Don't get frostbite! Freeze! Dodge this! What's the hurry? Cool it! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna kill him. It's gonna kill me. Okay.
Freeze! Burn! Breaking new ground!
Go, Kabe. Make yourself useful.
Cool it!
Time for retribution!
Da, 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 da.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism.
Okay. What is this shit? Uncharted?
Ah, the door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the Abyss.
Ah, shit!
It's the Abyss Order! They're
Oh, the cryo guy. I'm a cryo guy. Anti-cryo guy. I am Diluc. Ow. You're actually really neat. Okay. There we go.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss... Now that they're in the vicinity, we should...
What the fuck?
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing. Paimon doesn't feel it.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
Aether!
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
Aether!
You
Aether!
risked your safety, and that of the Eye. That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, such was the price.
Did you hear that? It sounded so oh, this is weird.
Hello! Can I yoink this from you guys? Thank you.
Looks like the same thing is happening over...
You see, we've reclaimed, released.
I do not care for this. I just want to see my sibling.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, you will sleep well, Father, when you awake.
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the Hilly True's up, let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager.
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't.
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman.
Alright,
You meet many amazing people and live a very happy life.
Shit, he's fine.
You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of Atosa has...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of... So...
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Hurry Bear!
You're... Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw... This is Atosa's memory, but... I suppose...
Oh, okay, bye!
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
God damn!
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. That. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if... I know, why would I do something so... But I had to know what it would be like if I had my own Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no... I was curious, so even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been, one memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of... I know.
He's vibrating. Why is he vibrating?
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body. His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a... He would then hand the eye to you, and that way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish it. That's right, because in his mind... Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait.
Hmm?
We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary. I'm sorry, Traveler. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the Prince is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist in the face of everything they could be. In any case, I had my own. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory, after he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. I suffered from an indescribable level of mental. To comfort me, my father. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the loom to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I can't change the world. Not all that's left of my existence, but now.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Ethan!
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Oh my god.
Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules. And still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful, even as a hilichurl. Seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So
hello,
ask
person.
yourself this. Who was it
I really
that
hope you're not a
deprived
bot
him of that
either.
right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain in just a few words.
I don't know what that means, but okay. Now let's get rid of this picturesque circle. Created today. Get out of here. Thank you. Anyway.
You're the only one in this world who calls me that.
Oh, now suddenly my name is Lumine.
There's so much I wanted to ask you. But
I know, they're so annoying.
I'm not interested in asking those questions right now.
There's even people, like, trying to get me to buy their stupid Twitch stuff. I don't like advertisements in my chats.
Why can't we continue our journey together?
But it's a good thing I have a good pal Lyric to get rid of him. He's the greatest moderator ever.
I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes.
That's so real.
Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
What are they saying? They're going. That's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. I don't have an Alexa.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now? It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though.
Yeah, that's because I'm right next to the TV, and it's like volume 14.
That's Dane for ya.
14 is actually like pretty loud. Let me turn it down.
Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Kari Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened.
I have headphones, they're just not for the PS5.
Wait, really? What a score!
Okay.
Well, what happened after that?
The pain. The pain. Anyway.
Ah, there you are.
Oh god, it's
Sleep
you.
well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Now, I'm gonna make things very clear.
Something good?
Dainsleif may be like in a reoccurring character, but I don't like him for some reason. I don't know why, but I just
According
don't.
to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree
He just gets on my
outside the village,
nerve.
and he saw there he was.
My nerves. Why did I say
sleeping under that tree
nerve?
all by
I only.
himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened.
Well, that should
I've
be
just
it,
been
right?
speeding through it the past couple of days. If you look through my other videos, you'll see something called the Diluc Saga, where I was just going until I had Diluc. But now I have Diluc, so now I'm going until Tartaglia gets a rerun. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, I wish again. Ooh, ooh, ooh! Yes!
Why are you just standing there with your mouth gaping?
Farina has been bagged!
And at a loss
Farina
for words.
has been bagged, I repeat!
Understandable. It is I, after all. Fontaine's most beloved star, Farina. I'm on a very tight schedule, so you're lucky to even get an appointment with me.
Wow, time flies! Just like that, it's time for us to embark on the next phase of our journey. We need to head to Natland next. Neverlight called it a nation of dragons, but that description exactly. Even when Inazuma was completely closed off, we still managed to run into people from there and other nations. Huh. Could it be that there are no humans in Natland?
Yes!
Oh my
yes.
god.
That look of surprise and excitement is perfect. Hold it right there. Now look at...
Okay, just make sure you get Paimon's good side. Wait, hang on a minute. What's with the photo shoot, Charlotte?
Well, I heard you two were about to leave for the next part of your
What
journey.
genre of games do I usually play? That is a good question. I don't really have a certain genre, but the games I do play include Fortnite, Minecraft, except I don't have it on PS5 because I'm broke.
Yeah, that's definitely not your style, but
Candy Crush Missions. I don't play that, but it is fun. So Fortnite, Minecraft. I do play a little bit of Uncharted. All 5 games. I have all 5 games. Nathan Drake, my beloved.
Don't be a stranger
what
now,
else do I have?
partner.
I do play a little bit of Marvel Rivals, except I haven't touched it in a while.
No matter the distance
I don't know why.
Partings are inevitable, of course. But distance, one thing will never change, though. We'll always have the memories we made together during this time.
Whoa, you're all here!
That we will.
Well, in light of your
So
impending
yeah,
departure,
those are all the games.
shall we take
that
a photo
I play.
together?
Very fun.
Ooh, great idea. We even have a professional photographer
My
with
streaming
us.
goals.
Charlotte,
I
would you
don't
do us
really
the honor?
have any streaming goals.
Leave it
I
to
just
me. Just give me a
kind
moment
of
to set the
stream
camera up.
for fun. You know. Some people might
by the
like
way,
watching me play
you're
games. I don't know.
overthinking the whole Natland issue, Paimon. Natland has human inhabitants and its own unique culture, just like Fontaine. It's just that, because of their local customs, the native people choose not to leave. They're not unwelcoming to outsiders, though. People travel there for business and leisure alike, and usually return with nothing but good things to say.
That's so real.
members of the
I've been
have
waiting
visited
for
in the
that
past,
one
too.
since it started.
Well, that's a relief. Hopefully we don't get swept up in any major drama this time.
Well, given your experience and skill in that regard, I have no doubt you'll be able to overcome
building
anything
a
that comes your
community,
way.
I guess. I do have a
I hope
Discord
you can
server
avoid danger this time around. An
that I
uneventful
do
trip
not
might
know
be
how
a
to
nice
link to
change
my
of pace.
Twitch.
All right, I'm ready. Shall we?
Okay.
Well then, traveler, bon voyage!
Yay! They love me. Okay. Farina! Girl, where is your vision? My Farina has a vision. Where is her vision? Oh! Are you fucking with me? That's embarrassing.
As long as you stick to your own path, it
That's
doesn't matter
so
what Mother Nature throws at
embarrassing.
you.
I'm going to cry.
Wow! So this is Natlan!
Welcome to
So many
Natlan, guys.
strange mountains, and so many animals Paimon has never seen before!
Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Doesn't look like there are any cities around. Good idea! Finding people means we can learn information about the local Archon.
Happy and sad as endings be, I still want a guy who's gone is not to bring. And so, destroyed, I wait in my pride, and soon to me, my apple shall come.
Gonna break your head in.
Your apple! Your apple!
What?
Come get your apple!
Where did you get her?
I'm behind you! Turn around! Apple! Here, you finally got your apples now. Are you happy?
Yes, but we are continuing our journey.